Hello good people of the internet, welcome to a DCUO video, and this time we're playing the Heroes Intergang mission. I am newtrion and I'm bringing you Verizon Lux, my glowing green lantern. This is level 23 content and I'm showing it to you from this point of view because, unlike in the previous video, you actually have to go into the Diamond District Police Station to get this mission. So while I haven't actually listed the previous video that I showed actually getting this feat as actually receiving it, in this one you do. So you get donut delivery when you get through the warp, which should be just fading on the bottom of the screen as I load up. There we go, donut delivery. Told you. Just loading up and it fades away. Okay, this is...
Batwoman and I are working to keep tabs on Intergang's religion of crime. We can use your help, but get ready. These Intergang believers are more than just muscle. They truly believe.
I'm tracking Intergang activity now. Looks like one of their main bosses has a safe house nearby. I'm putting it up on your map.
Anyway, as I said, this is relatively, or as I was about to say before I was really interrupted by the question, this is relatively easy content now. It wasn't when you were first leveling up, I can guarantee. I think I mentioned this in the previous video. It was probably the content that almost put me off the game because it was that difficult when I first started playing it. After which, it was really quite easy. As in, remarkably. It's basically exactly the same content as you face on the villain side and the heroes. There's no difference. The only difference between the content is actually who gives you the quest, who talks to you during the quest, and who helps you at the end of it. There is virtually no difference. There is no difference in the tasks that you have to complete. There's no difference in virtually anything at all. The only thing that changes is quite literally the ending cutscene that you see and who you talk to through it with calculator. Aside from that, it's relatively easy. It's just go here, do this, go there, do that, go to another place and do something else. All instance related content. There is no exterior missions for this, or there are no exterior missions related for this. It's all just within 3 instances, and it's relatively easy. In fact, let's go.
Taste apocalyptic firepower.
I keep forgetting I've got bow on. Yeah, I kind of had a change of weapon while I was doing the Riddler content for a couple of characters, and I forgot I was on bow. Sense the clockwork key. So now that'll do. No, that won't do. That definitely won't do. Better.
Guarding this warehouse is a waste of time. No one is stupid enough to mess with me.
Right, now I can get this.
You never know with all these new heroes and villains running around.
Dead. With the Riddler, I unfortunately didn't get the iconic Deathstroke chess piece at all from the 6 characters that I took through their content, which just blows, but you can't get everything you want every time. I'm just thankful I got the Batwoman cape when I came through here on my villain. Oh. So I'm kind of thankful about it. I'm still actually really happy I got that. It's just really unlucky the amount of iconic drops that I just don't get, whereas everyone else seems to be getting loads of Captain Cold Heads.
Book of Blood. Chapter 8, verse 23.
other things that they're looking for.
By deceit, ye have freed yourself from the illusion of truth. And thus do I name the first lesson of love.
4, 5, done. And of course, again, loot box under the stairs, it's always going to be there. I'm after specifically one thing from Star Labs, and it never seems to drop for me. I've seen it drop in the instance about 3 times now since I started going into it.
No one interferes with Intergang and lives. It is written. Get 'em, boys!
And it just will not drop. It's infuriating.
You've got to stop them!
You don't really see that many pistol using
of crime.
ads.
The world will drown in blood before a weakling unbeliever like you makes me talk.
It's pretty much...
Wait. Just in case the prophecy isn't true, I'll tell you. Mannheim says the crime Bible promises infinite power once he kills the twice-named daughter of Cain. He's doing it tonight. That's all I know.
It's pretty much just that guy and Hush is the only other one that you're going to face as being a pistol user.
Batwoman has a lead on a nearby Intergang warehouse. Meet up with her on site.
Okay, Oracle? So again, I'm going to ask the question, how are you guys finding the armories, and what kind of characters have you made with your builds that you can do? What kind of, have you gone for specific looks for specific builds? Have you gone for any sort of specific builds, that sort of thing? I'm really curious to see what kind of things people have done. Because I've gone for a generic controller with my main look for my character, and my second inspired by look is very different. And again, the controlling way, the controlling method I go with that look is again very different to the generic one. Very geared towards different content, and I've got 2 DPS looks, both of which reflect different styles of DPS. In one's AoE, one's solo target. And the other thing that I've got is a PvP, which is just basically controlling. There's nothing to that, it's just controlling PvP for mental as much as possible. Looking to change to a different power at some point, but I just want to get to grips with the armories as they stand right now.
If Mannheim is planning to murder someone, we've got to get there now. I'll try to contact Batwoman in the question so you can join forces.
Okay.
I knew I smelled someone in here.
I commit your soul to Cain.
Again, huge ties. I think you saw in a previous video that I did, for the villain side, the treasure box was further in, and that's actually where the treasure box is on this one. So you can get it in 2 separate areas. The investigation, the second.
The
Yeah,
book
second.
blood. Chapter 40, verse 37. Lilith raised him up, and setting his hands upon her, spoke with breath hot on his neck. What ye name virtue, I call weakness. For ye lust heartily, but have not strength nor courage enough to slake it.
Okay, then. Minigun. You don't need to go down there. Or the only thing, can't even activate that console. But first things first, money, loot. Well, it's not loot for me, but it's loot.
Quick, turn off the security camera before Intergang knows you're here. I'm showing a terminal nearby.
That would be that one. Nice. This one. And that's the second one there. Oh man. Oh no, I'm after him. That's the one. 4, 5, and smoke bomb. They don't seem to be using the combat mechanics very much, but they do use it. It's just not particularly obvious. There we go. The third counterfeit is that.
Run! Run!
5 and smoke bomb. I love doing that, especially on the larger characters. It looks funny.
No, it's a trap.
The trap is sprung. Rejoice, my shapeshifters. The prophecy is fulfilled. The twice-named daughter of Cain, Batwoman, will die as the crime Bible foretells. Ah, look,
here we go.
Another sheep to the slaughter. So you think to stop the prophecy? My shapeshifters will feast well tonight.
They are mine, Whisper.
Come and get me. One time, there actually used to be a feat for doing School of Hard Knocks against Whisper. Not so much anymore. It should... yeah.
Kyle, you fool! Must I do everything myself?
Don't wait for it to come to you, lunge at her straight away. Yep, drag her to you. Well, every boss fight you can get, if you can, just come straight over to the health barrels, if there is one, and there should be in most bosses anyway. But there isn't a School of Hard Knocks for it, but you can see how much of a difference that health barrel made. And of course you get the lag when you're doing... I don't know what it is, but occasionally when you're knocked down you can still do combos. It's been funny doing that, actually.
The Book of Blood.
It's the third investigation.
Chapter 19, verse 12. To your gates I came thirsty, and with water would have left contented. But ye have shown me greed, and this I shall name the third lesson.
Now, they actually made reference to it in the first instance of this content. You can actually see there on the item log, Ashes of Apocalypse. That's the first mention the game's had of Apocalypse and the New Gods.
This was all just a ruse to capture Batwoman for Intergang's ritual. I'm activating her tracking device. Follow the trail. The question is on her way. She'll meet you there.
It's kind of cool, actually. There'll be some link between this content, which was added after the game was actually built and released, because this was actually called for by the general public and the people that were playing the game. They actually asked for something else to be added to it, so they wrote this and put this in after, which is why there's no cutscene at the end of this. Sucks, but yeah. It'd be nice to have some link between this and DLC 11 when it drops, being the Apocalypse and the New Gods with the Halls of Power, when that comes. But that's going to be end of this year. If they keep the 3-month schedule, and if they keep the 3-month schedule, it'd be middle February, March-ish. So call it February, March, May, maybe August, maybe later, because DLC 11 is a huge update. There's always that the question mark is always there. And it's always trash.
Batwoman's tracker is at this location. Mannheim's planning to sacrifice her to fulfill the Crime Bible's prophecy. Get there and rescue Batwoman.
Yep. But it's the one thing that you could guarantee on when you were looking at LFG recently. The people bringing their lobies through, I count my six characters as being lobies. The people bringing them through, the content that they more often than not needed help with was this, because it was that difficult. Leave me alone. And again, the same with the villains content of this. Just wait until that lower group merges with the top group. As soon as that happens, you can see them coming into the screen there now. As soon as they merge up with the group, you can just detonate this bit here, like now. And there may be one left over. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, I was right. Shame. And this is where you fight Huntress. In the Joker mission, it's like the first instance that you have when you're Joker. But it's back to front, which is why it looks different. The instance area where we came into, that's where you fight Huntress herself. In here is where you get mobbed by the GCPD when you're fighting against Huntress with Joker. is your mentor. But yeah, it's cool. It's interesting content anyway. That's for sure. Because at one time
We'll eat your heart for Mannheim.
when you get mobbed up here, strangely you actually get mobbed here as well. Chompers. Oh. Pop that because why not? Oh, damn it. Do that one. No treasure box here this time. Boo game. It's there. And ironically, that's also where the treasure box is when you're going against Huntress. It's either in here or in there. Sorry, I'm just going for these because I know where they are. Let's have a look. Some big hands. And you can hear the investigation in the background. There we go, just there.
So that ye might learn the truths that are hidden, that ye might pull secrets hidden in the very hearts that hide them, and so see my kingdom rise anew upon the earth, in Cain's name.
It's not amazing damage you get from Spike Quake, but it's sort of useful, especially at this level.
Oh!
And drag him. There is one over there though. And this is when you do take advantage of being a controller, because you can do this. Get the power back. Stay in controller roll because you actually get a bonus to the amount of VIT your VIT when you go to controller. Because if I switch back now, it shouldn't be 95. See, it's 70. And now it's 95 again. But again, use the enemies that are around you as power pools, so try not to use any power in this bit. So you can just use them to generate your own power back, which is kind of what I do.
Saith the Crime Bible.
You can see me in the background.
Let the razor cut quick and right in Cain's name. We commend the heart of this wayward daughter. May the fires of pain and rage blaze on earth. In Cain's name!
That's gonna hurt. Okay, first things first, chompers. Then we're gonna have a bit of fun. So, Bruno Mannheim, chompers, jump. Spike Quake. 4, 5. And he barely touched me.
I promise we'll get you out of here.
I shall devour you screaming!
One time that I actually did use to kill you is the only thing I can liken that to is the about to be released galling eruption.
Eviscerate them!
But yeah. Try not to use powers on these guys and just use them to get power back. Like that. And
your blood will stain the red rock!
There we go. Spike Quake. Every time you manage to get an interrupt in, every single time. Complete the interrupt mechanic.
You have not stopped the prophecy of crime. All is written in the vile book.
Yeah, right, mate. Investigation.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 3, Verse 10. Thus do I mark thee, that ye might practice murder, and take that of which the weak have no need, and so earn the right to live.
Take the book.
And rescue Batwoman.
Hang in there, Batwoman.
If Intergang's religion of crime is targeting me, I need to know why. And the crime Bible has the answers. Thanks for your help.
No problem. It's nice to know I've got that cape on my hero, on my healer. And it didn't drop on this one, which is kind of unfortunate, but just goes to show. Yeah, you don't get everything you want every time, but you get some things which is useful. It's really annoying because a couple of days ago, well, it was actually 2 days ago, I watched a video of Vagrant, and he got the Prime Head and the Cersei's circlet from Gates, which I've not seen in over a year. Since they changed the way that the loot drops for the tier 2 content that you can do, and shifted all the drops around, I've not seen that drop once. And he got that and the Prime Head back to back. That just sucks. But all credit to him for actually getting it. I mean, that's just stuff that just doesn't drop anymore. It's just
Batwoman is safe, and we have
annoying.
The Crime Bible. Whatever this prophecy may be, we need to make sure it never comes to pass. I'll keep you posted. Oracle out.
Head to the Diamond District DCPD station to continue our mission. So yeah, this is pretty much just filler content that was added after. But it's interesting. I quite like it. Quite like it. There we go. There we go. She's there.
Thanks for your assist against Intergang's insane cult. We're going to take a careful look at this crime Bible. Who knows what other prophecies it might contain.
Okay. Book banned.
This is Oracle. The Atlanteans are swarming in from the sea into suicide slums and taking humans prisoner. I'm trying to contact Aquaman, but we can't win. Speak to Martian Manhunter at the Chinatown safe house. He has on-the-spot information.
So that is the next quest for the heroes, and let's check what the level is. Level 25, Aquaman. So it seems that both the heroes and the villains content has actually gone 2 levels ahead. Which is not a problem. I mean, we have the XP boosters. So it'll take about an hour or so to actually get that content done. It's taken me 30 minutes to get this content done. So I can probably get one part of the quest that they do. The heroes have got Aquaman. I've got, on the villain side, the Titans to do. So that it should not be too much of an issue. At least I don't think so. So there should be a relatively decent amount of experience to be gained from doing it, especially with all the stuff that you can do out there. Not to mention there's the General Cordax, which you can kill. For the Titans, for that area, I suppose if you wanted to, you could call in some help to get the Flash. But why would you? Because it's all level 30 now, so... The other thing that you can do, you could probably boost the races, which will give you quite a boost. Was it 50% XP over what you normally get? Let's have, well, first things first, let's put that RD scanner, radar enhancer, and the mail's just come through now. That's what I was waiting for. So it'd be paramilitary legs again. I'm almost certain. Yeah, there you go. Put that there. Put that on. Research that. Put that there. Insectoid gloves, they're useful. Put that there. Is that Supreme? It is. We're starting to get better sodas. Awesome. Plus cola. Whoa. Classic. So we've got loads of sodas. Master Mercenary belt, and a couple of things to drop off to my controller at some point. But that's what I was going to check, wasn't it? What it's going to be. Just the button on the keyboard, it'll take you straight there every time. Here we go. Boost of 50% for 1 hour. So each ad that drops 15 XP should drop 30. So considering that you need, what, I just had a chunk of about 8 or 9. I could have had 8,000 XP, probably been up to the next portion of the content. I could have probably been at level 25. So it would have been an extra 2,000, 6,000 experience per. Would have been well into level 24 at this point. It's creative use of the XP booster. Because you're granted an XP booster when you start leveling up doesn't mean to say you use it then. You use it now when you find yourself behind the content, so you can actually use the content which gives more experience to get even more experience from doing the content, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here because that's been a nice run of stuff to do. I've got quite a bit of uploading to do now. A bit of parsing because some videos have been split, one because of lag, one because of stuff I had to do in the background while remaining in the dungeon for a bit. But essentially that's pretty much it. So I will catch you on the next video, which will be for the Titans, for the villains, and for the heroes, Aquaman. So I'll catch you in a bit.